What's up? Hi Electronica. Welcome back to Learn Ableton Live. And today we're going to talk about the plugin auto panning. And toward the end, if you stick around, I may actually show you a full-blown example of how to apply the auto pan. So we're going to jump into this. If this is a video for you, stay around. If not, I won't be offended if you jump away. But if you are still around, and if you want to see some more videos like this, click that subscribe button, go ahead and click a like, and you'll see more videos of this flavor. So jumping into this, the auto pan is a very interesting animal. It does just what it says. It will pan your sounds from left to right. So what I'm going to do is show an example of just a general beat, a little house flavor, kind of unfiltered, right? So right now, it's just vanilla. It does nothing. So let's jump into the functionality of the AutoPan plugin. Here you can see it has various knobs, and again, I'm a big fan of twist those knobs. Twist them, right? Like kind of just move them here and there. Oh, look at that. You've done something. You are now a master producer. Actually, you're just getting more control of Ableton Live. So right now, I don't have the pan turned on. It's deactivated, as you can see. But if you turn it on, you have various controls, starting with the amount of your LFO or low frequency modulation oscillation. And right now it has no oscillation. You can actually turn it up and have up to 100%. You can change your sync rate of your LFO from anywhere from just 8 to all the way to 164, which is very finite to hear, but if you design it correctly, you'll hear what's going on. I'll just leave mine at like a 1/8 right now. You can change the phase, and you can see how the waveform is changing. Let me change the shape a little so you can kind of see the form a little more. So you can see, and it'll sound better once we kind of play with it, how the phasing actually works. But what that's doing is it changes the sound. So if you line up your phase, do a 360-degree phasing, that's the same as a 0 degrees phasing, no changes. But as you move your phasing, you can take it out of phase, and it's going to get interesting with your ear. All right, you can change the shape of the actual waveform. Coming right below, you have your waveform choices from sine to triangle to the to a random, which is my favorite, and you'll see why. And you can also change the offset. You can flip the waveform, you can invert it. It could be a normal waveform, or you can flip it upside down. And then one of my favorite things you see in some other Ableton plugins is you can actually set the LFO type by either a hertz or a note. So we'll play around with it. As you can see, when I played with it, it actually changed the look of our waveform shape. All right, so let's get into it. Again, we got a flat file. We got a flat sample. So in this next example, you can immediately start hearing the difference. Again, let's go out. So this has got some heavy rates. So with your rates, the looser or the less your hertz, the more exaggeration of your rates. The higher the hertz, I prefer the notes personally. I'm just a notes person like that. I don't mind doing frequency hertz, so you can kind of hear. Let's take it up phase. And now you can really hear the sound bouncing back and forth. Here's an example of just having your sawtooth wave. Again, you can kind of hear the sharpness and the differences. And then finally, we'll actually just play with the phasing a little bit. Oh, yeah, I'm not touching that. What's happening here, you may ask? Well, let's stop a second. For those who don't know, I just actually put a little bit of automation in on the phasing so I don't have to twist the knobs. One thing about knob twisting or getting knob twisting to the second level is you want to learn how to automate your actual sounds and give it something different, especially when you're staging them into your different tracks. So if you remember, first I just started off with nothing in automation. In other words, my device is turned off. So we'll just click the button and you'll see here, my device is turned off. But if I flip the switch up, I can turn it back on. And when I say flip the switch, I'm just moving the mouse into the waveform. So let's show the automation and how it's playing in that phase. So just click phase. And when you click phase, it will bring it in your envelopes to turn your envelopes on. You'll just hit your envelope box in the lower left-hand corner, as you can see my mouse. And we can see the phasing happening. So all I did was double-click my mouse and just started drawing the shape. So you can hear the exaggeration of what's happening in the tool. Okay, so we've played around a little bit with panning itself, and it gets very interesting. So here, I'm going to go ahead and go a little crazy with my automation. Now watch what happens. So in my example, you can see I'm automating the rate, I've automated the width, the shape, and I'm even playing with the waveforms. Let's look at it. How do you know it's automated? Whatever's selected with the red next to it shows its automation. And you can see my design of just playing with different things. And again, it's easy. Just experiment it. See what sounds good. So I kind of want to bring it home and show, because automation plugins by itself is just okay, it gets a little redundant. Let's make it into a little song and see what happens. So with the power of Ableton, you can take a basic plugin, combine it, and start adding your tracks and your samples, and before you know it, you got a song. If you like this video, go ahead and click like. If you want to see more, put in the comments, I want to see some more. I appreciate you joining me. Make sure to click that subscribe button to see more videos like this. And I'm out.